Hey there. I've been knitting, and here is here is what I've been knitting. It's a pattern from this book. It's a very old book, and back then they didn't give names to patterns, so it's just pattern number 74. And it's a simple thing. Just the cable is just 2/2, and this over here is kind of an interesting one, and that's why I was just going to see if I could manage to show that. But I've been using Yarn Bee Soft Secret. That's Hobby Lobby's brand, and I bought that a couple years ago before they changed the label. That's why it was on sale. It was the clearance, and wine color is discontinued, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so I was trying out using an actual cable needle this time, because I usually use just a standard double pointed needle. And this set is like really old. But this is kind of heavy and smooth, and it falls out, you know. So I thought, well, I'll give this a try because it's made for that. It's got that bend to hold it. But I really don't like having to take the little stitches off of there onto here. Well, that's okay, and it hangs there. But then I have to put them back on in order to use it, because I can't get this real good in here. I can't get the stitches get smaller, and I can't get the this is a size 8 needle, and I can't get that in there into those little tiny stitches as they've shrunk. And so I have to put them back on to here and then knit them off. And what I used to do before that, when I used this, was I could just, you know, slide it on and knit it off in one go. And well, it doesn't have to be exactly matching. This is actually a size 8 that matches. But you could use a smaller size. These are some more modern ones, because when you make the stitch, it's the size of the needle you're making it onto that determines the size of the stitch, not the one you're making it off of. So you can use anything you want on that, and it'll work. So that's what I've been doing. And I don't know if this is going to work for me to be able to show it or not. So if not, I'm going to pause, and that'll be the end of this. So I'm going to make the first couple stitches. It's actually 4 purls here. And this isn't the way I normally knit. I'm doing this very differently because I'm trying to keep it on camera. Normally I would be in a recliner, and this would be on my lap, and my right hand would be doing very little because it doesn't like to do anything. So yeah, if you use this kind of cable stitch holder, and then see, it holds it nicely. Oops. Holds it nicely enough. While you make the other stitches. But then they've gotten small, and I can't really work them off of this. I haven't actually gotten as small on this one because it's the beginning of the row. On some of the farther into the row, they get really tiny. So they're back on. And I really don't want to split them when I'm taking them on and off, but that happens sometimes, and you have to stop and fix it. Okay, so then here's 2 purl to separate the cable from this interesting little stitch. Okay, now the yarn's going to go to the back, and it's going to go in under the first one and then behind this one. So it's like you're going to purl, but you don't actually purl. You're actually going to go in as to knit the next one. And all that really does is push one stitch over the other. So the second stitch is now the first stitch. So I've got that. And then with this, what was the first stitch, I'm going to go into the back of it and just knit it. And there you go. Now you're going to have a little looseness there till you carry on, but that'll disappear almost immediately. And that makes this kind of neat little twist. I don't know how well you can see this because this yarn isn't exactly the ideal for it, but it's what I happen to be using. So, okay. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing, which is this, or maybe not. And y'all have a nice day.